I wish to present my EDM 1.3 assignment, Big Data. My name is Olayinka Johnson Akonji. Yeah, today is June 5th, 2022. Yeah, I have just about 10 slides here. Yeah, it's a continuation of what I have in the other slide 1 to 3, talking about the building legacy environment, the big data environment. I've showed us here the architecture and the best practice for big data. Well, the data environment is changing too rapidly to consider building a long, lasting, lasting legacy foundation. So this is been explained here. Then under the slide 3, I've categorized uh, everything, how the structure works, how to build fast extracted from big data, conventional structural DBMS data documents, emails, and in-house, involving complex business rules ranges. Have them in the rectangular form, all the points being jotted in the bullet points. Then plan for data quality. That's another thing. Put here that Bank of America should apply filtering, cleansing, pruning, conforming, matching. Also said they had to add value as soon as possible, build comprehensive ecosystems. All of these are good suggestions of the way somebody, an organization, especially the company that I chose, can have a good architectural design for their uh, data, that this is the way to solve their challenges. So, and that's it continue under the fourth category or the four categories of data. These are one of the points under architecture data. I have the one in the other slide. Uh, Monitor computer resources, exploit in database analytics has been explained in the um, Kimberly Kimball's uh, textbooks. All of these are there, well explained. Data modeling, best practices for big data. Then we have about under data modeling, we have that think dimensionally from Kimball's. So by thinking dimensionally, we mean dividing the world into dimensions and fat business user find concept of dimensions. All of this have been summarized. These are some of the things uh, my my project, my capstone, the company that I chose can use. Like I said, Bank of America, anchor dimension, durable surrogate keys. So those are the things. Declare data structure at analysis time. Data governance best practices. So all of the points have been listed here. Then I'll go to the final point, which is enforcing how to enforce data governance and integrity for big data in the Bank of America. I have about 5 points here. Data governance integrity best practice for big data. Said the following best practices apply to managing big data as a valuable enterprise asset. That is, that has been dimensionalized and all necessary things been put in place. That's the first thing. The data has to be dimensionalized and all necessary things put in place. Then I said, second, the bank can enforce rules regarding who and who should have access to what data and what people need to do. And number three, said there should be an admin role assigned to top management staff who will give rules and access to staff or employee within the organization. That's based on their level of qualification and especially what job they are employed for. So that's very important. Not everybody should have access to whatever. There should be restricted access to the unauthorized users. People that are not meant to see a certain information should not be given access to such information. You could imagine whereby a cleaner is seeing the MD of the salary of the MD. It'll be like, so these are the issues that, so data is very, very important in the organization. Then number four was dual control of some key areas. I said this is also important to allow for data integrity and accuracy. Then the fifth one, under enforcing data governance and integrity, constant review of data set by the ID auditor to ensure data sets are not manipulated for some group of individuals to get an unjust advantage. This is also paramount. Whatever data we are pushing out there must be accurate. There must be an integrity. We must be able to beat our chest and say, yes, we're putting out the right data. Then the last one is Kimberly's dimensional modeling. How it can be used for Bank of America. This in this following area by thinking dimensionally. Yeah, the Bank of America should also integrate separate data sources with conformed dimensions. Should anchor dimensions with durable surrogate keys. Expect the bank to integrate structured and unstructured data. And number five, banks should slowly change in dimensions. So gradually, even if you have the legacy system and you want to bring in a new system and you are still going to pull in some data from the old legacy system to the new system, there's always the way you do it slowly. Do some kind of parallel running and do some, kind of users acceptance test. Then six is declare data structure analysis at analysis time. Then we load data as simple name value pairs. So that is it. Thank you so much. The references are here. God bless us as we comply. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate everybody. Yes.